What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. It's your girl Jessie Savage here. For today's video, we are gonna be doing something a little bit more serious. We are gonna be talking about depression because it's real. It's really out here in this community. But first, get into the shirt. Like, ain't this cute? Anyway. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to join the Savage family, because we are going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I want you guys and to just be a part of it. You know, this is for you guys, community. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first, I guess I could start by saying, like, I suffer from depression and anxiety. It's definitely not easy. Like, I don't even know really what to say, because it's like everyone has different forms of it. You know, some people can control it, some are too hard to control. You know, you have days where you have no energy, you want to just sleep, you want to just crawl up into the bed and snuggle and just lay there and don't do anything. It's to the point where you don't even want to get up and pee, shower, fix yourself, clean, nothing. And sometimes it just gets hard. I know for me, in the sense, it was like not really taking care of myself, like not doing my hair, not cleaning up, wanting to just lay down and not go to work. And I had to really like push myself to want to get up, to want to do stuff, to want to be active and put my best foot forward. I know that, you know, what helped me to kind of deal with it a little better was, one, realizing, if you don't already know, that you may have this, that this is something that you're going through, and that it can be changed if you want it to be changed. So first I had to realize, okay, I'm depressed, and I've always had anxiety, but depression kind of happened a little bit more when I got older. Like, it was there, but I didn't really acknowledge it. It's normal to go through this. Like, we all have moments where, you know, we just feel anxiety over something, or maybe not depressed, but it's something like we just have our down days. And if you are depressed, like, we have our days. Like, you're gonna have your days where you're feeling wonderful, and then it's just one day where you just kind of feel down. But I feel like we can get past it. It's something to get past. I know for me, when I first initially, like, I hit rock bottom with my depression, and it definitely, looking back, it definitely is a big change from where I'm at now. I just felt like there was just a whole bunch. It was like a bad luck. Like, every time I looked around, something was happening, and I'm feeling like, why me? Like, out of all the people, like, why me? What did I do wrong? But it's just, I feel like maybe it had to do with, like, my mindset was negative and bad, and it just created more negative and bad, and it was blocking my blessings and blocking my positivity that was coming in my life. And as soon as I started, one, cutting off people that wasn't bettering my life. Like, it was making me more stressed. I mean, depression comes from stress. It's a mental, I'm gonna say disorder, because technically it is, but to better word it, it's mental. You know, it's all what you think. So if you're stressing out, it's causing you to be depressed. If you're happy, you're not gonna be depressed. If you have a lot on your mind and you have a lot going on in life, it may cause depression. So I had to know, okay, who's stressing me out? Who is making my head spin more? What's on my plate that's too much for me to handle? And then learning how to cut it off and really be able to organize it, almost like a folder. I heard before someone say this, and I forgot who, but they said my mind is kind of like the internet, a web browser. It's like I have like 3 tabs that are open. 2 of the tabs is reloading, and they're stuck. They're just loading. And the other tabs won't open. And I have 1 tab that has a whole bunch of spam. That is kind of like how my brain was. It was like all of these windows that's open. I got some that's playing music in the background, and I'm trying to figure out where the music is coming from. And I got, this working one that's everything is working good on this one, and then everything else is just like there's a virus on the other one. So I really had to like cut out stuff that just wasn't working for me. So I started cutting off people, friends, relationships, whatever that wasn't working out, I cut them off. Or I got out the situation somehow. Making sure you have someone to talk to is a big thing. Because I know sometimes it may feel like you don't have anyone, but if you really you deeply take a look and really go through, there's someone. If not, then you have chat rooms you could talk to someone. You have, therapists for free that you could talk to online, or you go into the doctors, or if you're in school, you have a counselor and you could talk to them. If not, then you might have friends or a person that you might meet that you feel like you can talk to. Talking to someone is very important. It's just letting them know what's on your mind. Even if it's writing it in the journal, you could talk to your teddy bear, talk to your dog, talk to your goldfish. Talking it out helps a lot. It keeps it from just being on your chest, in your mind, just letting it go. Almost like crying. Crying too helps the soul. Another thing is finding something to kind of take your mind off of what you're going through. So for me, making YouTube videos helps me take my mind off of things. Motivates me. Writing, so like my poetry or just writing in general, reading can help my mind be somewhere else that's not focused on stress. Maybe drawing, if you can draw, or working out, riding your bike, whatever it is can help you to get out of that mindset, that's stuck mindset. Another thing I would say is, talk to your doctor. Maybe there's medication that you can take that can kind of help you. But there are ways to get rid of it and help cope with it. Like I say, there are days that I have my days and I'm just like, oh, like me. But I have to realize that, some of the situations that I was put in was for reasons. Like, I don't think it was necessarily a punishment, but it definitely was a moment where I just had to learn, like, and this made me think differently. It made me more open-minded. It made me more mature. It made me really look at certain stuff differently, and that's what I needed, because I ignored red flags if I seen them. I ignored the fact that, like, I couldn't do this on my own, but I was like, I had my ego. I had my pride. I had my pride. And I just didn't put it in my mind that this is too much. So, I had to deal with it, and I'm better. I feel better. I look better, because I had one moment where I wasn't eating and was losing weight, and then I had moments where I was stress eating and gaining weight, and now I'm normal. I just have to tone it up. Just get the muscles. But yeah, basically, it's just letting you know that you're not alone, that depression does happen, that don't let no one say that it's not real, that it's not important, because it is. Making sure you and your mental health is important is very important. Very, very important. If you feel at the peak, please talk to somebody. I am here. I need to make a Instagram for you guys. But if you know me already and you want to talk, hit my line. And if you're new and you want someone to talk to, in my last video, I think it was my get to know me video, I put an email me whatever it needs to just talk to somebody. It's always good to talk to somebody. I'm a great listener. I'm good at advice, but not responsible for your decision if you decide to take my advice. But I'm good at it. And I just really, really want more people to I want to help more people that has it and that deals with it, because if you don't have the right help, if you don't have people in your corner supporting you, if you have someone that feels like, oh, well, what do you have to be depressed about? Like, there's a lot. Depression is not usually like, oh, just because I'm a kid and I don't have job and work, or doesn't mean I'm not supposed to be depressed. Depression could come from just your thoughts about yourself, just overthinking. So just make sure you have someone to talk to clear your mind. Make sure you have a hobby to distract you from it. Make sure you have a stress reliever, whether it's music, whether it's writing, whether it's running. Make sure that you have a stress reliever, and make sure you put yourself first. Your mental health, your body, your spirit first. It's definitely going to help in the long run. Trust me. To just detox. If that means you have to take a break from whatever it is that's stressing you, take a break for your mental health. And if someone that you're with or whoever who doesn't understand that you need this mental break for yourself to detox and de-stress, cut them off. because you need someone that's in your corner, that's going to listen to you and that's going to understand you. Not saying that you should start just cutting off family, whatever, but I'm saying if you have someone who is telling you that you're wrong for focusing on yourself, or giving an hour, even 30 minutes to yourself to detox, to meditate, to whatever, then reevaluate your situations. Make sure you know who is there going to help you and who's not. Family, close friends, whoever it is, have someone there in your corner, because it definitely helps. And I am grateful that I did have someone, because it could have went completely wrong. But I appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you made it to the end, please make sure that you like, comment, anything. If you've been through depression, if you know someone who's been through depression, send it to someone who's going through depression. Let's help with depression awareness, self-care awareness. Send it to someone who you think might need it, and subscribe, especially if you want to join the Savage family, join the team. We are going to be talking about so much. I have my handy dandy notebook of all the things that I want to do for this channel, so just stay tuned, and we are going to try to make it lit for you guys, do whatever we can, and you guys can grow with me. But until then, I will see you guys in my next video, and I appreciate you guys for sticking it out with me. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.